Oh, Dean Weaver. Da, 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 da. That's all I got, though. That was it.
I don't even. Is that a song?
Yeah, Dreamweaver.
Oh, Dean Weaver.
Dean Weaver.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's clever. All right.
Well, it's Dean. He'll rest his head on a pillow made of concrete.
Welcome to Big Smiles. Here's it's Dean Stanfield, Parker Benton. We got a guest on today, Spencer, the Big Tooth Cavins.
What?
That's what they call him.
They call me.
Why?
Look at them things. He's got a mouthful of fucking ivory.
I prefer tusks.
Yeah, they do look like tusks.
I love it. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
For real.
He's got his nips out. Do you always? I see you so much in just white t-shirts.
Yeah,
Is it an Italian thing?
I own a lot of white t-shirts.
You
It is
do?
an Italian thing.
So, but why do you?
I thought you were
it's also a complete badass thing.
Ah,
Is the other part.
But you're not Italian.
No, but I am a complete badass, which
For
is why I
sure.
wear these.
What? Why do you keep thinking he's Italian?
30% Italian? Is that enough to consider yourself Italian? I don't know. He's got like the Guido. Well, every time I see him, he looks like I want to say, "Hey, Guido, come here."
And then what would you say when I come?
And I would say, "Hey, where's the best pasta spot in town?"
Yeah.
I feel like you'd have that info.
Dude, you've got some mad nose hairs going right
God
now.
dang it! Really, we're gonna start
Got
that the rest of the
spaghetti noodles
podcast?
hanging out of his nose.
I'm just gonna.
That's
I didn't call you out for shit. I called
I'm
him
just
out.
saying you could.
It's us against him in this deal.
No, I disagree. As the guy sitting
Yeah.
in the middle, I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it.
I
even
agree.
Here.
I think it's mostly us against you.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast where both of us are just gonna, gang up and shit on you.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and you're
Please
just gonna
come
have to-
back.
Right.
Please come
for
back.
Sure. Yeah.
We'd love to have you back.
And we can't pay you, but
But you get-
stick it out.
You'll pay me an exposure though. You guys talked about that.
Exposure.
There's going to be how many?
So much
how many-
exposure. If you were getting paid regular, the amount of exposure you'll get from this, it would be at least six figures.
How many tens of people are going to watch this? Do you
Got a couple
think? Well, and I want all of those people knowing who I am,
for sure.
even though I know all of them already.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely we'll get like a dozen and a half.
Yeah.
And then we'll get a couple tens in there.
Yeah.
Cool. Sick.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
But yeah, man, it's good to
So,
be good to be at the crib.
Parker's back. Yeah, we're at Parker's house right now. He just got back from his all party weekend with his frat.
Yep.
In Galveston,
so what do you
Texas?
have?
So tell us
no,
about
no,
it.
no,
Tell us
no,
about it.
no,
Wow,
no.
okay,
What do
okay.
you have against the whole like fraternity? Hey, I was in a fraternity. I loved it. It was fucking awesome. It was.
Oh,
so
you were because
fun.
we debated this heavily.
Oh,
last
We
I was-
week.
did. I thought
you
I
were,
was-
huh? I was in one. Yeah.
Okay.
At Texas
Okay.
A&M, it was great.
Can
SEC
I
fraternity was
can
really
I
fun.
can I
Okay.
speak for you here because I actually do know what you have a little bit of an issue with.
Yes.
Okay, so
because it comes with like the being in college thing and like getting educated.
it's a bit of that. It's a bit of that.
You know how I feel.
It's a bit of that. And
I'm holding this. This is fun.
there's another piece to it though.
Okay.
And we had kind of dove into this is that you are in a fraternity, yes?
Yep.
And your fraternity, the requirement, the thing that kind of binds all of you guys together is that you made it to the same educational institution and then you went through a simple pledge.
For sure.
And now you're in it and you guys are brothers. Whereas he's also in somewhat of a fraternity, but it's
Listen, I'm gonna
based on
stop you. Don't go
it's based
there.
on mutual
Don't go
hate
there.
for racism.
go
That's
there.
what the Klan's about.
That's not-
and so
God
when they're
damn
bound
it.
together by a
I knew
deeper
at some
principle,
point he
you
was gonna
guys
come
just
back.
go to the same
And
school.
listen, I don't. There's no school.
Yeah.
That they go.
Yeah.
First, I'm gonna say they.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
they go.
Oh, you
to.
guys get crossfaded together. He burns crosses.
No, I
like
don't.
it's
Burn
it's true.
crosses. It's not you.
Well, I
Have
know it's
no
not just you. I know it's the
you have
you,
no
the larger
evidence to
you.
support that any part of that statement is true.
And I bet that's the other piece is exactly no because he doesn't flaunt it. He doesn't flaunt it. You guys
love this so
You
much.
see how he knew? He tried to make you feel comfortable. He go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For
Well, and I imagine you
For
have a
you
little
and your
bit of
people.
hatred for Italians, but not as much as some other.
No, I don't have any hatred. I
groups
have
that
all
might start
love
with an
for
I, like
everybody, and you
Indians.
and you know that, and
Yeah.
you keep bringing this up, okay? And
I was-
It's not. It's not. No, first of all, nothing but
Right.
love and compassion for all of God's people. Okay.
Yeah.
I am
I
what they
disagree.
would call. I would.
Some of them, like
Yeah, some of them
I
can go fuck
would
off.
love. I am what they
Like
call
frat
American
brothers.
people.
For sure, and that's fine. I know I'm not in God's chosen bunch. That's what the Jews are for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
they
don't
are.
even get him
That's
started.
technically-
He's laughing. Did you see him? He just went, oh, we're going there. No, and listen.
Because they technically, that's what the Bible says,
don't-
that they are the God's people. They're
For sure.
chosen people.
I just love
Right.
that he comes in here. He's like, I don't think you didn't say this exactly, but he basically came in and said something along the lines. I was
Jesus,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is the frat castle, huh? And it's like,
It
like-
does. It looks like.
Can
it,
I
man.
see
We
that?
got-
What's
there's
that?
dice on the table.
The tattoo on your
It's-
left arm.
It's
It's a cross made out of a Celtic knot. Is it? Yeah. So let me ask you, did it burn when that cross was put on your body?
When it put it, no,
And
listen.
you got it in black, which is ironic and fun. And
It's blue, first of all.
He asked, by the way, he fought tooth and nail, the tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Can
He's
it
like,
be any other color?
It's like, I don't know. It's a little on the nose. I love it.
He goes, but I mean, if I got it white, like how long would it be prevalent for?
I feel like, have you ever seen a white tattoo? They look creepy as fuck.
Yeah, they're weird. Yeah. It's gonna be really great when you save up enough money and get the blood red in there too.
That's gonna be
really bring it
That's
home.
gonna
Because
be
of
cool.
how the Brits killed the Irish.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what we were talking about.
That's what we were referring to.
But yeah,
You
so yes, I
cocksuckers.
was with my frat bros
Yeah.
in Galveston.
In Galveston,
It was great.
just rocking it out.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
fishing and drinking. It
Yeah.
was really good.
Cool, man. That's glad to hear. Glad to hear.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it.
Mhm.
I appreciate the support
Mhm.
and just love for frat
You-
people in general.
You said
For frat people.
you said that's
too.
glad to hear.
Douchebags. What?
You said that's glad to hear. I just
Yeah,
wanna,
he's nervous.
yeah, he's there.
Don't.
I'm not nervous.
That's why you're
I'm not
chugging that
fucking
whiskey.
nervous.
You're
I
chugging-
always
you're
chug
downing
whiskey.
that whiskey pretty hard.
I'm Irish. That's what we do. We,
He's
we
picking up the
fucking
tumbler
chug
between
whiskey,
Yeah.
and we love all people of all the denominations.
The producer just popped by. Was he saying more Spencer? Is that the note he just gave you?
He asked if you needed to turn the camera away from
Spencer,
him.
Talk more.
Let's
pretty
Spencer.
good, pretty solid note. But yeah, dude,
So
fucked
what
up my foot pretty good.
Oh, dude, check that. Get that dirty thing off of this table.
You want to?
The disrespect is real.
How is this experience for you?
Here's why this. Here's why this is.
Wow, I really wish that you would get laid
That's
more.
not gonna come up.
And all they just saw was just like a dirty paw just pop up. They just
Yeah,
saw
I've been
the
walking
dirt.
around the house.
you got stuff stuck to it. You got fucking
dirty.
fish flakes attached to your foot.
The first thing he did when he
He
got here
left
was like,
some
dude,
of
I've got to
it.
watch Galveston off of my body.
Yeah, I felt like a film over my entire.
Is that from
Just
the
like-
Galveston waters or the
Yeah.
circle jerk that you and the frat boys did together?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But
you get the film on and then stuff just sticks and it doesn't come off.
yeah, it just helps with the whole process.
Yeah.
You know, for sure.
Protection film.
I love your animosity towards our people is just. You're just
It's
wrapping
gonna
up-
backfire.
you're just
It's gonna
wrapping up-
backfire.
yeah, you're
And
just like
yeah, no,
tallying
I
up
just-
these brackets of society that you just that you decided that you're not into, and
I
really,
love
part of
how
me
this
does
is
admire
turned.
how
Right.
vocal you are about it. So
I love how this is turned on me.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great that we get the truth out there and just let the people know.
And that A is for Aryan,
It is.
if you can see it on the thing. So, and that's fine. But and to him, so that to tie it all that together, to
Yes.
him, that's a brotherhood.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And that makes total sense.
Is that full circle? Is that
Yeah.
where we've gone with
So
this?
anyway, and that's why he doesn't like frats.
Listen,
It was a great time for me. I loved it.
Yeah.
So
Who? Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Who was? So at a frat, did you have like a crazy nickname?
no,
Nah.
not really.
Parker
people just call me by my
Longballs.
last name.
Yeah,
Benton.
Benton.
Mhm.
Benton. Yeah. Who was the best date rapist in your frat?
That's a great question. Our president his numbers were up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty impressive.
Well, that's how you make it to president. of
Right,
that
exactly.
particular
Yeah, he
group.
just he really showed his dedication to the craft, and we just okay, this guy's clearly just a leader.
Right.
You know,
That's clearly just a leader.
he's just a born leader.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
right,
okay,
right.
Well, we
Just-
got to get him up there.
Yeah.
And all the cabinet members, they were pretty close, and they just couldn't get their numbers quite up there. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Has the like networking benefits of being in a fraternity proved helpful? I'm looking around, so I'm guessing not
Yeah.
so far, but are
No,
you
but I'll
thinking
tell
that-
you, no, it didn't help at all. Well, I also just I'll be straight, I wasn't really into that. I wasn't like a very fratty dude.
Yeah.
And then so all that that comes you gotta fucking do that networking yourself. I just wasn't
Yeah.
about
you got to
it.
really.
And also
suck
having
on
an
that hog.
English major doesn't fucking help your
Yeah.
job ops either.
Is that what
So,
you got?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's
that
a
was
bummer.
such a
That's how
fucking
he's
mistake.
able to
did
weave
you go
sentences
for?
together. So I didn't go to school.
It's a real.
you didn't?
No, I
Hey,
know.
man.
You're
See,
shocked
no
because of how
college.
fucking
Yeah, you-
smart I am.
You honestly do seem
Yeah.
extremely
I seem
educated.
learned. I seem
Yeah.
learned. Not.
So what was that? What was life after high school like for you? I'm sure you had a bunch of friends going to college and shit,
Yeah.
and you were not. So what was that like?
No, here's the thing. Because I did go to school, but for me, I graduated the streets, and that was more important.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just did a lot of opiates.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I was way too sleepy to go to college.
For sure.
It makes you so tired. I watched Lost though. I was able to catch up on all that.
Oh
No,
no!
it was fun.
Yeah.
It's because
All 12
you were
seasons?
lost, so it just really
Because I was lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just come out and that's one of the that was the best show. You could skip 7 episodes, tune back in, you still had no fucking clue what was going on, right? They didn't follow, or you could continue on.
And it felt like you had skipped 7
And it felt like
episodes.
you
Yeah,
skipped
100%.
yeah.
It was also like I was doing
There
drugs
was
and
a
watching
polar bear
Lost,
at one
which is a
point?
drug in and of itself because it's like a whole new habit. Like you would call in sick to work because you're like still binging Lost and you stayed up all night.
Damn.
I'm wondering, it might have been like the crystal meth. I don't know why. I was up all night. Was it Lost? Was it the other stuff? Who knows?
Were you all over the place drug wise? Were you going up and down and all?
I did. Yeah, mostly heroin. I mostly did heroin,
Really?
and then I would like do a little coke.
Damn.
So heroin is just opioids. Like it's essentially the same thing as like.
Let the expert take care of that.
Yeah.
first.
Okay. Cool.
So what heroin is diacetylmorphine, and it is it's the poppy plant that has been refined, and then Mexicans get their hands on it, and that's I know at that point you're out. I know, I get it. Yeah, that's why you never tried it. That's why you never tried it.
Yeah.
He's like, sorry, where'd you say this came from?
Say it was brown? It was brown.
If it ain't made in the USA, dude, is that why so many of your people do meth? Because it's the only drug that's made in the US.
Yeah, they keep it.
It's the fucking Ford. It's the Ford of
Extreme amounts
drugs.
of cocaine. We have no problem with outsourcing our drugs.
Yeah.
It's just that one specifically
Yeah.
is easy to make.
That is just beautiful.
How do you make it?
You take Sudafed and some battery acid
In a tire.
and a tire, and you swish it around,
Yeah.
and that's meth. That's it.
I've never done actual crystal meth. I did a
I've
lot
never
of
meth.
Adderall in college. Though.
Same shit. If you've done
Well, yeah.
if you've done a high dose of Adderall, though, like you get what it's like to take like a couple hits of meth.
I don't agree. I knew
You think
a buddy of mine that did meth, and he stayed up for 36 hours.
Yeah, but no. But he did,
straight.
he did even more. But what I'm saying is, if you've done like a high dose of Adderall,
Yes.
that's what
You've
it would
done
feel
a
like to
low
take
dose of
like.
meth?
Well, yeah, if you just took a hit, you wouldn't take a hit and just stay up for 36 hours. He kept hitting that fucking pipe.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Just
Yeah.
one hit, just fucking blast.
One hit would be like a little serving, a little shot of meth, if you will.
Do you think the come down's the safe? Because I
A little
remember-
sniffer.
I
Have you seen
remember
sniffer glasses?
what?
Sniffer glass.
Uh-uh.
It's like what fancy people drink scotch out of. You don't. When you're gonna drink scotch, you want to see what it tastes like, and so it's called a sniffer. You fill up the sniffer, and it's just like a little shot glass that's like this big, and then you just
Yep. Fuck those people. Just
Yeah.
pour it in a coffee mug and drink it.
yeah.
But,
Why
You
not?
know?
I imagine. So, do you think the come down off crystal meth is pretty similar to the come down from Adderall? Because that was one of the worst things ever.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. Yeah,
Because you
similar.
haven't eaten in like 12 hours. You've done nothing but drink coffee and
You drink coffee
take
on
runny
Adderall?
shits all day.
Mhm.
Ugh.
And then you come down from that shit and you're hungry and you're like dehydrated and you're just
Right.
fucking, dude, you just want to be nobody for like
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Which is just all what you just described as most mornings as an adult.
For
You just
sure.
wake up dehydrated with runny shits, hungry as fuck, and you just want to be nothing. That's most of what life
Oh
is.
man, but you know exactly.
That
what
all
I'm
just
talking about.
accelerates that process.
For sure.
Yeah.
It just gives you a little taste of what's to come.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just remember like it's the worst feeling. Just feeling like a complete waste of space. Just like fuck, I need food. I don't even want to get up to go get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's what I
yeah,
don't
that
like
coming
about
off
those
that
drugs,
shit
and
is
I
terrible.
even feel this way about
Can we
Molly.
say
Is
something happy?
I can't tell you how many
depressed.
people I like
No, I'm just kidding.
would do like something like meth with, for example, who were straight. They were straight before we got high, and then the
they
second
went
we
gay?
get high, they're a little bit like, dude, I'm telling you, I never normally do this, but would you let me suck your cock? It's like, no.
Oh, get the fuck.
Oh my
outta
god,
here.
dude! No,
No
100%.
way.
It's a thing.
Meth?
I swear, Molly makes everybody like 5%
What do you-
gayer.
What do you think's going on?
I would
there?
say a good 5%.
I think you're just, I don't know, you're so horny. Inhibitions are gone. You just
Yeah.
want to stick
Ugh.
your flaccid little warm pee-pee in your boy's mouth.
Oh my god. You
I've
just
never, not once. That is disgusting.
I know, but like, dude, if you had to fuck
Dude, we're
one of the
stuck on an
ROMO Rooms
island.
comedians' little mouth pussies, which one would it be?
Oh, if it had to be one?
Pat.
No, what?
Ooh, that's a pretty good contender for
curly-headed
you.
ugly Jew?
I'm
No.
just saying, y'all, I'm just saying y'all are pretty.
Oh wait,
tight.
by the way, I love
it's
how
'cause
he's
we're
weighing
friends,
looks
like you
because
said.
he's like, you dude, I could do way better than that.
I
He's like that ugly little
this
Jew.
hair.
You said
Dude,
little-
the hair.
Of course,
And
dude.
these eyes, bro. I can pull anybody.
Yeah.
at the
Well, we know it
Romo.
wouldn't be Tracy. So who
No.
who would you fuck with?
If it had to be one, I don't. They're a bunch of ugly fuck comedians.
That's why we're in the game.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's
a
why.
sad thing.
That's why, guys.
Not only,
Yeah, but real ugly piece of shit over here.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
You're kind of just healthier than fucking.
By the way, you know what I just realized, and I didn't mean this when I asked
Here it
it,
goes, here it
but I
goes.
just realized that I made it awkward because you know it's me.
If there's a hint, at the Romo room.
I should have.
I didn't think about it. You're right. Nope. I don't know how to say that.
Well, I'm still glad you're here. You can. I know Dean's probably not happy to hear that.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I don't think
What?
he's ever been this close to. Never
To
mind.
what?
Just talking about your phobias, dude.
What is my phobia?
Well,
Gay men?
okay. Well,
I'm
yeah.
okay with
Definitely
Spencer.
don't like- he's looking for singers anywhere he can. He's
I'm
that
just
low
trying to-
hanging
I'm
fruit.
I'm on the side of my hill right now, and I'm just trying to.
I love that.
scramble
By the
the
way,
fuck
are
back
those
up.
kind of views, those kind of progressive views, like
Although
if you
are
said
the-
that in
the
a
progressive.
meeting rally, what do you call them? What would you? How would they respond in kind? Like if you said something
I
like,
think it's the
like-
international.
They call it a barbecue, but what they're cooking, you don't want to eat.
yeah, barbecue.
Jesus, y'all are some horrible people.
No,
so,
but-
Parker, would you tell us a little bit about?
Doing a pivot, huh?
Wow, yeah, hard pivot. He doesn't want to give up trade secrets, and I respect that.
I don't, and I
Yeah.
think it's
But-
it's
yeah.
a no.
Because I could see you defending that if you're like, well, you know, I don't mind gay so much because that's what you sound like, and then
Why does
they'd
my
be
voice
like,
change when you
they'd
say
be
that?
like, well,
Why-
boy, what the
Why are
hell
they
did you
more-
just say?
Why are they more
No,
redneck
and then
than I am?
And then you would probably defend
You
it by
speak
being
to me
like,
with
well, listen, I
respect.
just think that if
Well,
you
you
born
don't speak to
white,
me
you
at
can
all.
fuck whoever you want, and then they'd probably get it, right?
That's what they would say.
That's what you.
Oh, because I don't understand. There's no distinction between your two accents. You got the one that's like, "Hey, hello, what was it?" And then the next one was the same.
You just
They're both
you didn't
you.
even change your voice. You just are being the same guy.
It's the exact same person. You're a motherfucker. I don't even.
We can take the pivot that you want to take. I think
I don't know. I was trying to find something else so I didn't have to seem like a fucking piece of shit racist.
I'll be honest. You take those like a champ.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. There's a reason. I'll take that, Selleck. There was a reason that Spencer moved on in the tournament. You're about to be facing Gina,
Oh, is that a dig at me?
huh? Listen.
Man,
So
right. Well,
you're about
why
to
don't you
be
explain?
facing
People don't
Gina
know what
the
you're talking
hyena.
about.
the jokes aren't
Oh,
not landing. They're just
the-
subtle.
what?
Your jokes.
Well,
Very
you got to be
subtle.
smart enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
To catch 'em.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay.
You know, you know Dean Stanfield's brand of comedy.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's
he's
all.
real
You gotta be-
highbrow. He's a real highbrow. You know the mullet and Crocs guy, the real thinker.
Well, he's also assuming a certain baseline of education
Shit,
with
are
the
you really
audience.
gonna come at me without smart enough? Are you fucking for real?
Oh, Jesus
His
Christ.
Yeah,
demographics mostly lawyers.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I don't know if the viewers. I just don't know if the viewers are mentally.
They know.
the capacity to handle the mullet
Right.
Croc guy.
Right.
label. Like,
They might not be. I know you are.
you'll have to
So,
post this on a Mensa page
there's,
somewhere.
There's a thing that we do. It's called Hate by Candlelight, and it's a roast battle series where they are super. We just roast each other, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
say
yeah, it's
horrible, hateful shit about each other in
Yeah.
a nice and loving way.
by a candle, and then we post it.
and then
you
we
the whole
post it.
thing, didn't you?
No,
It's
not
still
yet.
going, but
It's still not
I have
going.
one.
You're
Yeah.
out for sure.
So
You're
and
out.
then
So-
And
him
so are
saying-
you.
Well, we don't have to talk about that.
Because I
Yes,
Annihilated
it
you.
was. It
Yeah.
was. It kicked it out of the
I
water.
forgot y'all went against each other.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, super awkward.
Yeah.
So,
I love being in the middle. This is dope.
so you will be facing Gina Hyena. Am I
Yep.
correct? In the next
Hey,
round.
what's a
Are
hyena to a
you-
lion?
Oh.
Hey, what's a hyena to a lion?
Oh. So she is not only more. So
I
how,
love it.
I want to know how you're going to come at her because not
What's
only
a
is she
hyena
more
to a lion?
attractive, not only is she more
That was my
attractive,
purr. That wasn't very
she's
good.
more
That was throaty.
I
successful,
love it.
and she has a bigger fan base. Are you worried?
The word you were looking for there is
And
tits.
are you-
She has bigger tits.
She does.
And that's about all she's
Oh,
right, dude? Fucking guys.
Don't tap that. Do not
Boys,
encourage that.
dude.
Look, I'm not gonna do. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna do that. Listen, because
It's white.
First of all, it's
What do you think?
sexist.
That's a white fist.
And I will not have.
Oh, is it
you-
better if I do it like this?
That's the wrong movement.
Hey, by the way, don't
Yes.
look now, but
I don't want you to. Don't you. That's my boy Tracy right there. Okay.
whoa, you're what?
Oh,
You're what?
Yeah, as soon as Tracy walked in, Dean goes, I thought I smelled cools.
Oh, Tracy, you gonna put up with this? This y'all show. Jesus Christ.
No,
are you
and this is
worried?
a classic
Are you
clan
worried?
perspective, by the way.
She is
He
one
served,
too.
and that offsets it, and it's like, well, he's all right. Yeah, like, and I get that. There are exceptions, and that's cool. I think that's progressive.
Tracy.
All right. What were you gonna say?
Are you worried about Gina the hyena? I want 5 minutes of goddamn good usable quality podcast.
Yeah.
You've come to the wrong place.
Come to the wrong fucking. It's just I wish Dumpster Fire wasn't already a podcast.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we could call this the Dumpster Fire.
For sure.
I'm sure you could
So,
think of other fires
Are
that
you
you'd want
worried
to name
about
this.
Gina the hyena
Caught in the
destroying you?
crossfire.
I mean, again, I defer back to the things I was saying when I was rudely interrupting you, but what's a hyena to a lion?
Oh,
So that's what I would say about that.
okay, cool. That's all you had to say. We're gonna wait for a rebuttal from the prettiest comic in Austin, Gina Hyena.
I'm supposed to rebuttal right now. Oh, Gina. Okay.
No, you know that.
Oh,
was
prettiest female comic.
prettiest in general.
Prettiest female comic.
Pretty funny for a female, too, I'll say. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I enjoy.
Now that is an enlightened view.
This is why the English degree pays off.
Parker's just trying to get laid.
Absolutely.
he's taking every
not?
shot he can. I don't need to.
You don't need to get laid? Like,
I mean, I don't need to try that hard.
oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, dude. I do.
Yeah.
Not like I was just calling her the prettiest comic and
Well,
the
but you learned from the maestro, your president. So you don't have to try hard to get laid. You have to try hard to
Well, I
find
have
an
to-
open shot.
Well, no, I have to try hard to find roofies now.
Yeah,
They're like-
that's what I mean.
That's where the trying hard comes in.
You don't have to try that hard. Ozzy's right there.
Oh, that's right.
he's your hookup,
Yeah, for sure.
dude. His sweat alone, you could just grab a
So, you know,
little
he's
bit
got
of
the
his
shit, he's got
forehead.
the shit that'll actually
dip it in
kill
a
you,
drink.
though. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to sedate for, like, I don't know.
Ozzy gives you like the
6.5
marijuana
minutes.
edibles of date rapes, where he's just, all right, man, I'm telling you, just do a quarter. Just give her a quarter.
If
She's
Ozzy tells
not
you to
ready
do,
for this
do
whole
a
thing.
corner of something, you better
You do an
take
eighth.
a-
Yeah.
take an eighth.
Oh,
You're a fucking nightmare.
I love that.
Ghosts are coming out of the toilet. So, there's also a chance that you could have to deal with me again, or
But why? But I
we're
already
gonna at
dealt
the
with
end
you.
we're gonna spin the wheel, and then there's a chance that one person's gonna get brought back.
Oh, okay.
As one of the losers in the tournament, I will
Obvious.
say they're just gonna bring a loser back into the thing.
Yeah,
Well,
seems
I think there's gonna
bizarre.
be. I think there's gonna.
Seems
Seems like a weird bracket, doesn't it?
there's a consolation bracket, I'm sure.
There's a consolation. So like me and you were gonna. I mean, I wouldn't put us together because I'd like you to go another round instead of having been cut out
All right.
initially. It'd
for sure.
be nice. I don't know if your ego can handle it. Getting kicked out that many times.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're killing, bro.
It's a good comeback. I mean,
just
made me
keep
feel like
going.
a piece of shit.
Keep going. I'm shook, bro. I am fucking, you've rattled my cage.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Parker.
I'm good. You know.
Hey, by the way, hey, can I say something? Sick question. That's such a good
This
question.
is the reason that I'm the
Tell us
best
a little bit
interviewer
about
in
yourself,
Austin.
dude.
A little bit about
Hey,
yourself. No,
what time
I'm
of day were you born?
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
Was it a winter's eve?
Nope.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. This is a good segment.
Yeah, for sure. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I don't know, man. What do you love more, oppressing women or winning?
Winning at oppressing women.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, what's the diff?
Right.
What's the diff?
We're winning. We're oppressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah. No, I like the shots though. Keep them coming, dude.
No.
No, seriously. I'm fucking nervous, dude.
Why are you nervous?
Because your zingers are just hot fire.
Hot fucking fire.
Yeah, bro.
I try to dumb it down a little bit for you so that you don't.
I don't
feel-
know where the angle is coming from that like I'm the stupid one in this three. Like, it's just like I don't know. It's like
literally the one guy who's went to college, but then it's canceled out.
I'm a fucking idiot. I tried to address this earlier. It's like, okay, all right, bud.
It's canceled out because you have a beer koozie of the same college, so it's like it nullifies your experience.
Yeah, I rep it.
Yeah,
Texas A&M.
Yep. Did you? But you didn't graduate from there.
Yeah, I did.
I thought you went there, but then they kicked you out, so you went to another school.
Why do you think they kicked me out?
I don't know. I thought they.
Then where'd you get that
I
idea?
thought you left because I thought we had this conversation.
this is why he
No,
wanted
you
you to
mean
tell
the
him
arrest
about
and shit?
yourself.
No, not the arrest.
Oh.
No, I was talking about I thought
No, I
did like
finished.
2 years there, and then you did 2 years somewhere else, and then you moved to A&M.
Nope, I did all 4 years.
All
at
4 years at
A&M.
A&M. Thought I knew you.
When did you
know a guy.
Hold on, sorry.
think you know a guy.
So what years did you do DeVry?
Oh, that was a different. I don't like to get into it.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna have. A career as like a, as a Foot Locker maintenance manager, but
Right.
that didn't work out. So that was an awesome.
I like how you're so not blue collar that you couldn't even think of a blue collar job. You're like, I mean, I was gonna do a job as a.
I mean, there's
as a
street sweeping. There's
Foot
fucking-
Locker maintenance man.
I don't know what they do in DeVry. What do you do? In
You could have
DeVry?
just said
Fail.
electrician.
which is a manager at a Foot Locker.
Oh my god. No. Okay. So I think. Oh, I actually do know what you're talking about. So my first 2 years
Yes.
at A&M, I was doing half my hours at the local community college. At
Thank you.
Glenn, because I
Okay.
couldn't get right into A&M.
Okay.
Yeah. So
There you go.
yeah, we got.
So I know there was something. I mean,
For sure. Well, I was trying to get in under like a biomedical sciences major, and that shit is hard.
I bet.
Turns
That sounds-
out you gotta be real smart.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even attempt to.
So we
apply for
pivoted
that.
to English, and
Get it the fuck out.
we pivoted to English from biomedical sciences. You know?
Just did the thing you've been learning to
Hard
speak for
pivot.
your entire life and rock
Yeah.
that out.
yeah, I knew that like I don't know, my degree wasn't gonna like. I just wanted to be a I just wanted to be a comic, so like the degree didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I just wanted to learn how to put words together.
Most of the time it doesn't, right? As long as you just have a degree.
yeah, I don't know.
Unless you want to be like a doctor or like a chemist or
a chemist.
whatever the fuck. Listen, I didn't go to college. I make great money.
But you
Just
call
straight
me
outta
the
high
stupid
school.
one, and then you go and say chemist. Get
Oh, is
off
that-
my premises.
That was good.
There's got to be something called a chemist.
No,
There doesn't
chemist.
have to be.
There doesn't have to be. If I said it is, it is. Is that how it works? A chemist. There's no such thing as a chemist?
No, bro. We keep having
Jesus
one of
fucking
these. We
Christ.
always have one of these arguments in the last episode. He thought he was statue. Of
Oh, I saw that.
Limitations, and just
I
like-
saw that. And
yeah,
I
he was like, Rob,
a
are you sure? it's
sculpture of limitations.
Yeah, he was like, Rob, are you sure it's statute? And I was like, dude, I'm right here.
Don't ask Rob. I'm right here.
Yeah, bruh. Statute of limitations.
But now you are the smartest person. Like, I'm not gonna ask Ozzy if that's how you spell if it's actually a chemist. Now I can trust you.
yeah, if you needed like someone to help you set up a porn set, he's your guy.
He's your guy. Oh
Yeah.
man, he is, dude. He would look at him.
No, because he
He's
knows
just
how
got
to
that weird-
frame uncomfortable angles.
He
and just
is. Yeah, he is an uncomfortable angle.
bad lighting.
Oh, look at that. Y'all can't see it.
Turn the
but it's
camera
just-
on that. That's honestly better looking than this half of the
Oh,
table.
Jesus.
Happy
Really?
Memorial
You're
Day,
gonna go
gentlemen.
there?
And yeah.
Happy Memorial
Hey, thanks
Day,
for
guys.
providing me this Monster Energy
You're
drink,
welcome.
Zero
That's how,
Ultra.
Does that how you know if somebody's alcoholic?
What?
I just thought about that the other day. We took we're doing a shot of, my sister was taking a medicine and she took the medicine in the deal and she banged it on the table.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
that's borderline
like-
alcoholic. You don't even realize you do it anymore, but if you're just,
Right.
Yeah.
What's tell us about your sister?
she
What does she do?
is a darling. She goes to, she's a captain. She has her captain's license.
And then tell us
Of
about
a
yourself.
boat?
Of a boat, bro. She's she drives, she does the tugboats in and out of the bay
Oh,
for transportations.
Bringing back people
Bringing
to work.
back
People
all the
to work on-
supplies that America needs, Spencer.
Right. So people.
Like
Yes.
able bodies.
yeah, able bodies.
Somebody sneaks on there. They're not
Yeah. So
she's not doing it. They're on there. She doesn't, it doesn't matter. She's just piloting the boat. She doesn't know what's on board.
No, she's not concerned with what's on, but she doesn't ask questions.
She doesn't ask questions.
Yeah.
She just grabs it and she goes on. Somebody hands her some bills.
Right.
Could be more, could be less. We don't know.
What the fuck does she actually do?
She's a tugboat captain. She asked, yeah. She's
That's-
legitimate. She went to A&M Galveston.
By the way,
4
if
years.
there was like stereotypical like hot girl jobs and stereotypical gross girl jobs, tugboat captain would be at the top of that list. Dude.
Whatever. She's making bank.
I'm
son.
sure. Yeah.
So much money. This
She can buy a lot of
stupid
makeup with
amount
that
of money. She can. Yeah. She does. She looks just like me, so it's. But I have longer hair.
That you know
So
what?
if that
That's what I
gives
was
you
afraid
anything,
of.
Yep. She looks just like me. Beautiful, but eyes and but she has shorter hair.
Shorter hair than you?
Shorter hair than me. Yes.
You think
She has almost a little bit longer hair than Parker, but that's about.
Oh,
it.
really?
And I mean, it's thicker. She doesn't have the.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
What is this thing?
Get in there, dude.
This podcast
Find
sucks.
all your insecurities.
This sucks.
It sucks.
I know.
This is stupid.
This is stupid. Well, if y'all weren't fucking, if y'all were interesting people, it'd be great.
Well, Jesus, man.
I'm just kidding. I love both of you guys, man.
Just bringing those. Is the podcast called Big Smiles? We just bring those positive vibes.
We do, man.
really just trying to make everyone feel good and enjoy
just
their day.
Drag everybody down to the depths of who they are as a person.
I'm down with it.
Yeah, man. Cool. It's whatever.
like
We're just we're vibing. Yeah.
What?
So anyway,
What was that? I saw you admiring my chest.
I don't know if that's what I was doing, but
You were
yeah,
admiring
sure.
my chest.
Sure. You know what? We're not trying to drag this down.
Right.
He was admiring the white on the shirt.
100%. He was admiring the white. He looked at it and he said, "Damn." And then he says,
You can always find a way to flip
"Do
it.
you
can't you?
do you have a hat?" To
I was
match? He calls them
worried.
hats,
Right,
but
right.
They fold down. They fold down, and that's cool. I mean,
What's the tiger for, man? Holler at us. What's about your tattoos? You were making fun of mine. What's why did you get the tiger on your Lisa Marie?
yeah,
Is who?
that was my aunt.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie, and what about the one?
The what? Yeah, it's also a Presley. Yeah.
So what about above it? Show us your.
This
show us your
this Jaguar. I got this because I'm just a widow kitty
you're a
cat.
pussy?
I love
I'm a
it.
widow kitty cat. Oh, he was happy with that. Look at him. Look how happy he was.
Oh, what is that? Can you go? Ding.
Yeah, why don't you go
That's it.
scoot around Dean's big massive
Turn
body
it
and somehow squeeze by him if you can find room. Probably better if you just come on my side and go there
You'd like
and hit
that,
the
wouldn't
drums just to give him the punchline.
Oh,
He feels like
man.
he deserves
He did
for that.
drag his belly across my back earlier as he tried to.
You're
scoot
just
across.
making fun of me for shit that you possess, like a gut and like uneducated.
No,
and,
we do
like,
that.
Yeah, Dean.
These are things that like you possess. These are your traits. That
Dean's just like, look at Spencer's racist, gross haircut. It's like, what?
Weird. It's
It's just
weird.
hair.
It's just a weird concept. That's like
He said, he's just like, dude, I bet, dude, oh my God, remember when Parker's dad molested him a lot?
Yeah.
It's like, no, that was you. Your
sh-
did that. Your dad did that with
short-
hay sticking out of his mouth.
Unreal.
Fucking dumping loads of his boy. He would tell him, he'd be like, he would tell Dean, he'd be like, you want to go out and have a catch, son? And he'd be like, I'd love to have a catch. He's like, oh, no, you wouldn't. Oh, no, you wouldn't.
Okay.
You just like, yeah, you're short as fuck, man.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I didn't hear the last part of that. I was laughing.
Did you build a lot of fences as a boy? I feel like you were
did.
always building a fence,
I
right?
did.
And that's why you want to build the wall? Because it's just a good pastime. No, it's just like an all-American activity.
It is. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, it's a fun way to spend your time.
Yeah.
It gets you big. You get big muscles while you're driving
Right.
posts and such. Yeah.
Yeah.
Courteous.
You'd be shocked to learn that I actually haven't done that.
You don't look like you've done anything. You look like you ate crackers in a basement for like 13 years.
Again, you're just talking about you.
I don't understand.
You did that.
We were
You ate saltines because your family was poor and you had to hang out in the basement all the
Such a
time.
weird.
It's
I've
not-
never heard
it's
of
true.
people doing this.
I know. Just non-applicable.
You fucking projecting motherfucker.
Looking at my swimmer's body, like you look like you just eat saltines. What?
What?
Oh, Jesus.
Obviously, I ate a lot of lean meats and vegetables.
Yeah, you did. You showed up with a fucking casserole today. That's the weirdest thing I've ever.
It was not a
We invited him
casserole.
onto the podcast,
It was-
and then he shows up with a podcast.
It was a rice bowl in a
And it
casserole
was-
tray.
Yeah, it was
is
a
what
casserole tray, and he walks up and he just picks it's fucking dirty. He picks a fork out of his back pocket and he starts digging in it. Hey guys, what's going on? Like he's not doing that.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Yeah. So what else you got to talk about?
Oh, I don't know, man. I was I'm trying to like write a new bit about how I got scammed out of $3,000.
Oh,
Did that really happen to you?
Oh yeah.
is it with the dog?
And I kind
Is
of
it with the dog?
Where
Huh? What do you mean?
You said you were getting a basset hound. You'd pay
This
down payment.
was like when I was 22.
he was a
Okay.
prince of what country?
No, it wasn't. It was so much worse, dude. But I thought it would. I'd like to run the story by you guys and just kind of.
Yeah, let's do
this
it.
Is,
Tell us the story.
This is by far. That's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
Really?
Bad. Well,
God.
not heroin bad, but bad.
Yeah. I mean, the dumpster fire over there. So, we've all made some really, really bad decisions, and you're saying that this is the worst one you've ever done. You're gonna break it out on episode 2.
It's either. Oh. You want to save that?
No,
you can't do it now.
I want to hear what the fuck it is.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's wait till we really build up our listeners. No, you might as well do it now. No one's gonna hear it either way.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. So like when I used to live in California for a couple years after college.
Okay, I remember
after
that.
I graduated.
Yeah.
And I was immediately looking for a job, and I found a job on Craigslist. It was like personal assistant, pays $700 a week kind of deal.
Okay,
and so
that's a lot of money.
I was like, sign me up. So I apply and I get the job, you know. And the guy's like, all right. This is all over text. Never talked to him. Never heard the guy's voice, anything like that. I can't remember if I gave my social security number or not, but it might have. Definitely might have. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna send you a check for $3,000. You're gonna deposit the check into your account, and then you're just gonna go to Walmart and buy me a bunch of shit. So what I ended up doing was going to the Walmart in Burbank every morning and buying iTunes gift cards.
Yeah.
This was my job. I'd go and buy iTunes gift cards, and then I'd go to like the MoneyGram station at Walmart and fucking send money to these like.
What did you think
names.
the job was?
What did he explain to you?
What did you think? So the money would hit your account before you make the person?
So the check hit my account, cleared, sat in my account for like a week. I spend the whole.
So why didn't you just dip?
Because listen.
Okay.
So I spend.
It was a good gig.
It's a great gig. Dude, this is fucking.
I want to know how he got you in the.
Because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Obviously, but how did he?
For sure.
Go.
So yeah, I would send money to these.
By the way, his jokes are seeming less and less off the mark now as you tell this story.
And then one day I woke up and the $3,000 was just negative in my account. Like it all just got pulled. Like the bank was like, oh, this is a fake check. They just pulled like $3,000. I didn't have any money, so I was negative $3,000. And then I called the guys, like, I'm calling the cops. Like, if this is a fucking scam, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Sorry, fucking idiot.
I went and filed a police report. And obviously nothing ever happened.
They just laughed and fucking put it in a shredder.
I called my dad because I'm a white frat boy.
Oh.
And I was bawling. I was fucking scared. I was broke. And he just goes, well, he was like, man, that sucks. But I was like, I'm not gonna send you any money, but that blows.
Dude, I love that.
Wait, so you lost more than $3,000 because they pulled $3,000, but you were also buying these gift cards.
Yeah, I lost all my money.
Yeah, so it's even more though than $3,000.
It turned out to be a little more than $3,000.
Yeah. Wow. I love that you thought that there's a guy with all this cash, but really he doesn't want to be liquid. He wants it all in iTunes gift cards. Yeah. He wants to buy so much music, and only you can make that happen, Parker.
My God, I'm just a miracle worker. Yeah. Look, I make things happen.
Go online and buy music himself with his credit card.
I'm a facilitator.
Yeah.
I just make shit happen. Okay.
At any point during the initial transaction, did you think this is a scam?
Literally,
until it went off.
Not until the fucking money was out of my account. I was like, this is fucking dope, dude. Like, I am just. How does no one else know about this?
And sure enough, we all did.
Oh my God.
We knew.
And dude, oh my God. And even the fucking lady like at Walmart, like in the MoneyGram at Walmart was like, what are you doing? And I was just like, oh, this dumb bitch doesn't get business.
Making fun of her. Oh, Jesus, that's great.
And even she, like, missing teeth, and is like, this seems kind of fishy.
I love imagining Parker getting, like, his suit and briefcase to go head over to Walmart. He's taking breaks reading the book, like, How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Fucking thinks he's a business tycoon.
How to build your inner circle. Oh my God!
Start with his meth mouth at the cashier register. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Great story, though.
Yeah,
that's a great story.
You know what though? At least the guy knows that you were pissed off. At least he called him and said, "I'm gonna be real pissed."
I expressed my anger, and then I think that phone was a burner because I tried calling him and it's meh.
Yeah, he used a bar. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and like there were a couple red flags that I should have like looking back, like he kept calling me the wrong name, just like you, and
well, that's just because he obviously knew what I knew.
Because he has so many people that he's scamming. So he was like,
dude, I was like, this guy's called me Aaron so many times. It's like, man.
So you talked to him on the phone quite a bit?
I talked to him one time.
And did he sound like a normal professional guy?
No. That's it.
He would answer like, hello.
Dude, how dumb are you when you're 21 years old?
Man, I was
so fucking dumb.
Yeah, dude, I was fresh out of school and just like was trying to just grab a buck, and I ended up losing everything I had saved up. It fucking sucked.
Dude, I hated. I moved when I was 18 years old. I moved from Los Fresnos, Texas, to Kennedy to start a job building power lines. Mm. And I was so like, I've just got that. I don't know. There's just like this. I have dumb luck, right? So it doesn't make any sense, but like shit just works out for me, right? Yeah. Like it doesn't make any sense why it should, but I got the job building power lines. I was making $22 an hour, and I just had to show up at the job in Kennedy. And so I grabbed all of my guns and all of my shit that I could fit in my back
cloaks
seat.
And stuff.
Clothes.
Rope.
Yeah, cloaks.
I had my clothes. I had my rope. I used for roping cattle.
Whoa! Is that what you could? Jesus,
cattle, bovine. I was just for riping bovine.
Honestly, one more comment like that.
I was doing rodeo at the time, and so I loaded up all of my rodeo gear.
It's like a game.
And I remember my dad calling me.
It's a performance art, really. Yeah.
And he was like, "So, where are you going?" And I was like, "I got a job in Kennedy." And he was like, "So," he was like, "That's awesome, man. So you got an apartment or whatever?" And I was like, "No, I'll get one when I get there."
And you got real quick. You got a job hanging
power lines.
Oh, power lines.
Power lines.
Okay, sorry.
I got a job hanging power lines.
Okay.
And so
white power lines. Okay.
No, they were silver power lines. Silver power lines. And so I got there.
Yeah.
And I spit. So I got scammed as well. I got there, and it turns out I was in the middle of the oil field. And so in Kennedy, Texas, and there was nowhere to live. Guys are getting arrested for parking in parking lots.
Because they're all in the same scam you are?
Like... No. They couldn't find a place to live, so people were literally, it's illegal to park somewhere and sleep for long periods of time, right? And so there's people just everywhere doing that. You could not find, there's every place available was sold out, right? And so I did it for a week where I'd have to drive down a country road and then just park and try to sleep, right? And I was still showing up to work every morning. Yeah. I got a gym membership. I was washing. It was fucking miserable. And then, but I got there and my dad was like, so he called me a week later. He's like, so did you find an apartment? And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, you fucking moron. You call before you go somewhere and find a place to live. And I was like, no. And so finally I put an ad out.
What's the scam?
So I put an ad out. It was a week later, and I was like, I'm tired of living in my fucking. I'm homeless right now, but I make $22 an hour. Like I should be able to fucking afford something. And then this guy called me, and he was like, "Hey man, I heard you're looking for a place. I saw your ad out."
It's starting to click.
I put it in my head. I put a thing out on Facebook, and I was like, "Hey, if you know anybody in Kennedy, Texas, like I'm looking for a place or any of the surrounding areas," thinking my family would find something, right?
Right.
The dude said he was like, "Hey man, I heard you got an ad out, whatever, yada yada. I have a place right now, but I've got people standing outside." And I was like, "No, how much is it? What is it?" And he was like, "It's $1,200 a month, and you put a $600 deposit down right now, and
sight unseen."
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't check out the place.
Didn't check out the place. Yeah. And so I go back and I'm like, I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll." He was like, "Yeah, man, what do you need?" And he was like, "I just got a credit card number. It'll hold your place." And I was like, "Sweet." Oh. Yada yada yada. He was like, "Cool, $600." And I was like, yeah. I had like $1,200 in my account, I think. Dude cleaned me out.
Took all of it.
And then as soon as I gave it to him, like click, I was like, cool. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, just go down. It's 227 County Road 7555. And I was like, "Okay, cool." Boom. And then I hung up, and I was like, "Awesome." Typed it in.
Got a place.
Yeah, exactly.
Just close.
Typed it in. Typed it in. And then I was
contract,
like, nothing.
You guys are just telling stories about why you deserve to not have money.
Yes, exactly. typed it in, and then I
They
went
make for good stories.
I typed it in, did my thing, clicked it, and it didn't pop up. And I was like, what? Huh. That's weird. I must have wrote it down wrong. Looked around,
that
and I
must be
found I switched the county road. Like instead of county road 224, I put county road 7. Anyway, I got like there was a version of it that worked, right? I can't remember how, but it was a version that worked. I drove all the way over there, and it's just a field. And I'm still not clicking in my head. I'm like, I don't. And I tried calling back the number, busy. Call back the number, busy. I'm like, man, something's wrong here. That's weird. And I was like, oh, but it's no big deal. I was like, maybe he's just like, I'll call him back in a little bit. I wasn't supposed to move in for another week anyway, as was kind of the story.
Oh, so you're like, something will get built here in the next week. Yeah. There'll be,
and that's great because I've already got my deposit down.
I'm first in fucking line.
Oh my god, there's gonna be a new property here.
I go to the gas station to run my credit. I go to the gas station, use my card to buy like chips or something, and it denies. And I'm like, what the fuck? I get on Wells Fargo app. I go on there. My bank account is cleared out. And I look on it, and it's charged to somebody in Colorado. And I was like, what the fuck? I just drive to the police station. I was so fucking
Dean's all confused. He's just like, what the fuck?
And they just
I gotta move to Colorado? Oh my God.
So basically the cop looked at me. I didn't even fill out a police report. He was like, I was like, what do I do? Like, I've got his number. Here's his number. He's like, dude, you got scammed, man. Just don't do that again. That's a lesson. It's an expensive one.
That's an expensive
But that's a fucking lesson.
Man, writing that police report, like telling the cops the story is where it really sets in that
you are an idiot.
You are a complete dipshit.
They're just looking at you because they're like in their 30s and they're like,
they've
yeah,
also
you
heard
fucking
these
moron.
They also those cops hear these stories all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're just like, they're just writing my shit down. It's like, oh my God, you did what?
This girl I know moved to New York like 2 years ago, and within her first week there, she got scammed by somebody. I forget what the scam was, but he was just like, hey, I need some cash. I'm just gonna like run over there and like I'll come back with and like bring the cash. I forget what the scam was, but pretty much he gave him $80. Of course, he never came back. He just stole the money. But she was so confused because he was like wearing a suit. You know what I mean? Like that's he like put on a suit. Yeah. And like, look at his shoes. Were they raggedy tennis shoes? Like, you can't just. I can put a tie on.
If he was wearing sandals.
But so she called the police, and they were just like, "You're not from here, are you?" Like to the dispatcher, and she was just like, she goes, "No, I mean, well, I just moved here," and she laughed and goes like, "Yeah,
welcome
just
to New York, sweetie.
There's a lot of that. Just be careful." And she's like, "Are you not sending anyone?" She's like, "No, I'm not sending someone. Just don't give people your money." Yeah.
God damn, those are the best.
Oh right,
man. You really fucking learn a lot in this.
Yeah. I've never been scammed that way because
tell us a story.
I'm not so stupid, but I'll tell you.
You also did a shit ton of heroin.
I met so it ties into that. I met this couple. Yes. This was in outside of the Seattle Safeway, and I was sleeping in my car, and I'd been living in my car for months, and I met this couple that he had served. He showed me all sorts of pictures of. You would have dug his camera roll. So no, seriously, so many Taliban people, but don't worry, some of them were civilians, I'm sure, but like beheaded, and like he was gunning them down, right?
So he was a soldier.
A hero is probably what you're thinking, but yeah. So, but he was all like fucked up from the war, and then his wife kind of looked like a junkie Angelina Jolie, like she could kind of get it, you know, a little bit if she cleaned up. So we started hitting licks together, and like
what is
like,
a lick?
We started robbing people together.
Oh,
like robbing.
I didn't know that many either.
We burnt all of my bridges. Like we robbed all of my drug dealers, and I had one last like good one. Right.
Okay, is this a real story?
This is real. Yeah.
So you robbed all of your drug dealers.
We started robbing all of them because I was so desperate, and I was like, it's just so tired of like struggling for money. My car smelled like piss because I'd fallen asleep in my sleeping bag once in a residential neighborhood, and I woke up in my driver's seat and I had to pee so bad and I couldn't find my key. And if I opened my car door, the alarm would just go off forever. And so eventually you just have to make that decision. I could not find my keys, so I'm just like, okay, and just like sitting there pissing all over myself and everything else. No joke. The second the last drop of pee exits my trembling urethra, I see my keys.
Oh, really?
Tight, dude. I could have just peed behind that tree. So yeah, I was just like, all my stuff was gross.
Did you just get your shit and just chunk your sleeping bag out?
No, dude. Come on, resources are precious. I kept sleeping in it. I just let it dry out at a buddy's house. But so anyway, so we start hitting licks. Sometimes we would go in. Talk about Walmart.
Why do you say hitting licks?
It's just a term, dude. Because I'm so street.
Okay,
I'm so hood. That's why.
Yeah, so hood.
Sorry.
There's something I know about you. Silver chain and all.
Yeah.
What is
got that
DJ
drug
Khaled
diploma.
said. Yeah, he said. I'm
so
so hood.
So we would. One of the things we would do, we would just go to Walmart, and he would. he would wear his fatigues because he goes, nobody will fuck with you when you're wearing your fatigues. Like nobody will stop you. And he would go into the Walmart and just steal tons of DVDs. Just like literally take like a shopping cart of Blu-rays and like come out and like go up to my car and throw them all in and be like, cool, let's go to a pawn shop. And we just sell them. You get like $1.50 a pop. But it'd be enough for us to like get it back. So we're just doing shit like that, like all day, every day. Now these guys had a kid. They're actually from Texas. Oh, they're from Texas. And they had 2 kids who were being watched by by their mom. So they were always talking about that. And I should have known because he was always making comments like they would be fighting in my backseat about just like
they were
like
living
we need
with you?
Dude. They would sleep. We'd sleep in my car together, and then
two bed Cameron.
I'll explain. For a while, I would drop them off, and they would sleep like outside. But then we started to build rapport over this. This was all in like a matter of like 10 days.
2 bed, 2 bath salts.
Yeah, exactly.
2 bed, 2 bath salts.
That was good. So we started to like build some trust. So one night we decided to hit. It was like my last good drug dealer, but we're so desperate. We had tried other stuff. Nothing had panned out that day. We're super dope sick, and I go, fuck it. This is like, he's my boy. Like this is the guy. And I've been seeing him for years. Let's fucking rob him. And so I asked for the
knowing he's your friend.
I mean, fuck this guy. He was the worst friend.
He's a drug dealer.
Yeah, he was shitty. Yeah. He was a shitty guy too. He always made me wait. I remember justifying it in my mind because I was like, he is always late. I mean, this guy deserves it. He is not punctual at all.
Did you have a gun, or did you like?
No. So
you were sneaking there when he wasn't there.
No. It was face to face. So what we did was I went to the little back area. It was at the top of a stairwell behind his apartment complex. Yes. That's where I would meet him. Now, what he would always do is he would open this door that can't be opened from the outside, let us in, close it, do the exchange, and then be like, all right, you guys get out of here, and then we would leave. So he would bring us into a stairwell with a door that closed, that locked automatically. Okay. So what we did was we had it planned where I was like, I'll wait up there. He's going to open the door.
Yes.
And I walk in right before the door closes. My buddy, this fucking military dude was all fucking crazy, was going to open the door and slam the guy up against the wall with a knife up to his neck. And I was going to like go through his pockets, take all the dope and be like, I'm sorry. And we were going to leave. Okay. So here's where shit goes wrong. Okay, so we get in there, everything goes fine. He opens the door right before it closes. My guy opens it and puts the knife up to his neck. Immediately reaches out and starts pulling a gun out of his pocket. So then I'm holding his wrists. So now I grab his wrists, and now it's like getting physical, and the guy's thrashing around trying to get his gun. So my buddy takes him and throws him.
He's a drug dealer.
Throws him. I know.
This is making my fucking hands sweat.
I know. He throws him down the stairwell.
Yeah.
He throws him down the stairwell.
Buckle up, son.
And we both just leap down the stairwell to pin him back down because, he could pull the gun back out. So we throw him down the stairwell, leap down, pin him down. And then my other buddy, like a little rat, just comes out and starts taking all of his pockets out, takes all the drugs out of his pockets and runs out. So now we're just standing there holding him down. We're looking at each other like, we have to dismount.
Yeah, at some point you got
this situation, right? And he's like yelling help, which is like, dude, you have a gun and well, now you don't have heroin on you because we took it, but you shouldn't. Don't bother your neighbors with this. Don't
be cool, bro.
You know what it is, and this is why he deserves it. It was rude. It's like people are trying to sleep.
Yeah, what I love is that you're like, this guy's a real piece of shit, but you're the one robbing him. So it's like if you're the guy robbing the piece of shit,
it gets karmic real quick.
Yeah,
it gets karmic real quick because remember this whole story is about how we've been fucked before.
Right. Yes.
So
me in this situation.
No. So then me and this fucking crazy guy, I'm like, 3, and we just start booking. We book it, just fucking open the door, run. That guy sent a text to us later, and he goes, I fucking had you guys in my sights, and I was about to pull the trigger, but my gun slipped out of my hand. I'm like, you didn't want to commit murder, and Miles, that's okay. Just say that. You know what I mean? That's okay.
I love the thought that it could be small little baby Miles.
Listen, you had me in your sights, and then you realized this is super scary, and I should get out of the game. Yeah, it's Miles Johnson. No, but you know what? I see why you would think that. Full circle. I see why you would think that.
Why? Because you're best friends with him?
No, this guy was like Albanian or some shit.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we get high, we're partying, woo. My phone's blowing up. This drug dealer keeps calling me. I'm like, fuck him. And also, I'd never have a dealer again, so I'm getting clean tomorrow. I gotta find new people.
If you steal heroin from somebody,
they don't like
and
that.
Hold them down.
They'd hate it.
They don't like it at all. You're not quitting heroin. That's not something that somebody's
There was like rumblings of like I'd made some new loose connections. Anyway, point of the story is,
and is that
we all shoot up, and my other buddy who had tagged along, who all he did was run down, steal a heroin, and leave us to deal with it.
Did he
lets me sleep in his place? No. So we all shoot up, we get high, we sleep in his place.
Which is what you do when you do heroin, right? You just fall asleep.
Yeah. But I didn't sleep in my car. So it was a nice step up, dude. I got to sleep. I shared a bed with my boy, dude. It was awesome. I slept in his mom's basement. It was sick. But anyways, I let them. I go. You guys fucking stay in the car, which I'd let him do before, and I'd always taken the key. But it was really cold, and I go, if you guys need to, just intermittently, like you can turn on the heat, because I thought we're fucking bonded. At this point, bonded in blood.
Robbed with him. He's definitely stealing your car.
Yes. Dude. We're talking stories about us being scammed. Wake up the next morning. My car's gone. Oh. Guess where I'd put the rest of my share of the heroin? The trunk of my car. So now I have no heroin. My car's gone. I was living in my car. It's like those Syrian kids. You'll dig this. It's like those Syrian kids when they come home from school and their fucking house is gone. That's what happened to me. I got drone striked by these guys. And
so karma got a hold of you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and so then the car was found in Corpus Christi, Texas. But here's what you think. Really
everything
weird. Corpus Christi, Texas, full circle.
So when anybody in the country, when you flush your toilet, it pops up in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Yeah, is that right?
Yes.
So
or Galveston.
Here's the shitty thing though.
And then when people flush the toilet in Corpus, it pops up in Galveston.
This is the shitty thing. If you have a car stolen, you kind of just imagine, or at least I did, that this goes along with the theme of like naivety, but like naivete, how do you pronounce it? Don't know, but wrong guy to ask. But it's I just kind of assumed that like they help you get it back. I get a call. The police are just like, I was actually in rehab at this point, so it ended up getting to my dad, but they're just like, yeah, we got it. You can come get it. It's going to auction on Monday. It's just like, wait, what? And so my dad tells me, and he goes like, yeah, so like, yeah, they found your car. Also, they're selling your car. And he was like, yeah, I mean, so someone needs to fly down there, get a key remade, and drive it back. That's what it would take to get it back.
Wait, you don't have to
It's not worth any of that.
Huh? No.
I might be an idiot for asking this, but you don't have to go like re-buy your car in the auction, do you?
No, you get the car, but you have to go claim it, and then also, I mean, you have to pay for a flight down there, and then you have to buy a key, and then you got to drive it back to wherever you live, which in my case was Seattle.
That's crazy.
And I was in rehab at the time, so it's like, yeah.
Your dad was like, tough titty, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of how you have to do it, though. I mean, how old were you at that time?
I was maybe 19.
Well, you're a man.
Oh.
You gotta deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What's dope sick like? The worst. I can't imagine.
Sucks.
Yeah. I
Rehabbing
really
it?
imagine.
Like coming off of it.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah.
Tobacco is hard. I can't imagine.
Mm-hmm. I just did it with nicotine. I mean, I had a cigarette with you guys, and I'll still I'll have a cigar and stuff. But I've for the first time in pretty much my entire since I was like 16, I got off like a daily nicotine habit.
That's dope.
I've been chewing Nicorette gum like crazy for a long time, and that's harder to kick because you build such an insane tolerance to it. Every Nicorette gum is like 9 cigarettes, and I chew one of those every hour. So it's like, in terms of nicotine, that's like a 3-pack a day habit that I just quit.
I've been lucky enough to just be able to. I think I've like with nicotine, I've been lucky enough to just like be able to stop whenever I need to stop. And I know that some people like the nicotine pull like is strong for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I dip a can a day. I quit for 6 months.
That's a shit ton.
Isn't it? I guess
not.
I know people that dip a can and a half, 2 cans.
In your circles, I'm sure that's nothing.
Yeah, that's not
rookie
even
numbers.
Yeah, it's rookie numbers. You gotta boost those numbers up.
Yeah.
I did I guess fucking I quit for 6 months, and it got to the point where, I mean, I wasn't acting like an asshole anymore, but it was so every single day I got up and I thought about it. I thought, hey, I could definitely use a dip right now.
Well, I could see how for you it would be hard to like quit stuff. No, seriously, because I mean this for you, I could see why it's difficult, because usually you want to quit a drug and like go through the withdrawal and get off of something because you see that life could be better. Yeah. And I could see how for you that's just not.
Looks really beautiful.
That's just not a consideration.
I'm not a quitter.
No, it's just like it's not gonna get better. You know what I mean?
That I know.
There's so many things you'd have to retool that it's like such a daunting task, and why bother?
Wait, what?
I lost it. I lost you.
I was saying that I see why he wouldn't want to go through the trouble of like having to quit stuff, because usually when you quit stuff, it's because you believe life can be better.
Oh, and it can never be as better as
For
I
him,
am right now.
there's the laugh I was looking for.
Can
Thank
never
you.
be as bad.
Now we can move off of it.
Can never be as better.
Yeah, that's an educated man.
It's not what
But yeah, those stupid moments are what fucking make you, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what
You
this
learn.
I think that's when we were talking about doing this podcast, that was one of the ideas that we're going to talk about, like
the humiliating moments that made you.
Yeah, humiliating moments that made you.
Farted.
I've had a few of those, dude.
Damn it. I've had so many of those.
Farts?
Yeah, first of all, farts. Second of all, like
I call them
humiliating
butt queefs.
moments.
Did you just give it a rip?
He did.
I ripped a little
Nice.
bit. Yeah, there's
Whatever,
not much
get
to
it out.
There's
Fart
not
in my
much
house.
to it. Yeah,
It's rude if you don't.
I agree.
So I'm about to take what? No.
shit.
So take a shit in your house. Which one is so Reagan's showing up here in a little bit?
No, my other roommate, Coulter.
Oh, okay.
Why do you ask?
Coulter Wall.
No, Coulter Gebhardt, totally different dude. But I know who
Coulter Wall
was.
is the
I know
only
he's
other
What's
one.
his last name?
Gebhardt.
Gabart?
Gay bar?
Just Gebhardt.
Gabart?
Yeah, Geb.
I hear gay bar.
Gebhardt. I bet
Gebhardt.
you do, bud.
I bet you do,
Yeah.
bud. Such a fucking dick.
But
Condescending asshole.
what is that? Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But fucking, I definitely don't have like the drug stories you do. The worst I ever got to that was when I had a Xanax seizure withdrawal seizure at my office.
That's
that
by the way,
Kevin
that's
Minetti?
the
Is that
worst
Kevin
thing to
Minetti?
quit. I hear is benzos,
Oh.
like Xanax stuff like that.
Oh,
It's really
dude,
terrible.
It's just
That can kill you. Heroin, you won't die. You'll
Yeah.
want to die, but
Yeah.
it won't kill you.
Dude.
That will kill you.
I heard you could die on heroin.
No. I'm saying withdrawing from heroin can't kill you.
Oh, okay.
But alcohol and benzos can actually, you'll
Alcohol,
die
yeah.
from
You
not
can't
having
die from
it.
heroin withdrawal.
Nope.
It'll just
It's
make you
common
wish you were-
misconception. You'll kill yourself. That
Yeah.
people do that a
Is
lot.
that bad?
Yeah. But
Damn.
well, because I think I didn't sleep for like straight up. People say like, oh, I haven't slept in like 3 days. Like you have. I get it. You had a kid. You're not sleeping well. But like, you know what I mean? Your father. We all do it. So it's not me yet, but maybe my dad did it. No, but like I think I was up for like, it was actually like 6 or 7 nights of like zero sleep, and then maybe on like the 7th or 8th night I
Just
started
pass
to
the
like
fuck out.
took a bunch of pills and passed out. Yeah.
Oh, that's how you got through it. Well,
I didn't, dude. This is so. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna get it. There's so many
gotta-
stories, but like the last time where I ultimately kicked, of which there were several. What I was doing is I got off of it for a few nights, and then I was starting to go like manic and crazy.
Uh-huh.
And I was in Portland kicking at my mom's place, and I would sneak out at night. And this is after like not sleeping for many nights, and this probably didn't help. But I would like steal money from her purse and like find people and smoke crack with them, like out on the street, or like do meth.
did that help?
No, I was fucking going crazy. And so then one of the nights where I was out, I find a backpack, I open it, and there's a like full script of Klonopin. And that's how I ended up finally going to sleep, was maybe on like the 7th night. I just started eating a bunch of Klonopin, and eventually I had a big slumber.
Yeah.
There it is.
Dude, with
That's
those-
what okay, Klonopin. It's heroin.
No, it's like
It's
like
like benzo.
Xanax, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a.
It's good for anxiety.
I'm not a
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
a druggie,
It's like a Xanax.
so I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
when I was living, that was like when I was living in California.
Not
I'd go
worthless.
buy like 15 Xanax, like the the bad, not like good
Yeah.
Xanax, like the crumbly, like definitely made in a dude's basement. like,
Crumbly Xanax.
you know, like it says Xanax on it. That's how you know it's fake.
But
shit.
it's cut and
It's-
stamped, like
it's-
re-stamped.
Yeah, it's fentanyl, and
Nice.
and
Oh,
then
you were doing whatever Mac Miller was doing.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I was just a baller and kept my shit together, and
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
I'm
cool.
still here. So
Not like that pussy Mac
Yeah,
Miller is
yeah.
what you're saying.
He was
yeah.
in
For
his
sure.
30s. You
I don't
got a
even-
long
I don't
time
even- I don't
to
even
make that
neck that.
decision, buddy.
Talk about some like late great musicians who died in parks. Like,
Don't
yeah,
you
but I mean,
look
obviously I was a
like-
baller
you
who had
look
my
like
shit
Mac
together.
Miller.
yeah, I get that every now
Not
and
like
then.
Prince.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I'd go buy that and just go buy like I don't know a gram of blow,
Yeah.
and then like I would do that for months, and then I was like when you stop taking those Xanax, like the anxiety that you would have. Like the anxiety that you were avoiding when you were
Yeah,
doing them
yes,
just,
yeah,
just
it
comes
comes-
back
yeah.
tenfold when you're off of them. Like when you've
Yeah.
been doing it for a while. So I remember I went to my office on Monday. I was doing a bunch that weekend. I was like, all right, Sunday I'm done. I just can't do these anymore. So I went to my office on Monday, was typing away, like typing an email. And 1 second I'm sitting there typing, the next minute I'm like on the ground surrounded by like 9 paramedics in my office. Like I work at a talent agency in Hollywood.
At work.
Yeah. I'm in a full suit. I'm in a talent
Guess you weren't that
agency
much
in
of a
Los
baller
Angeles.
after all, huh?
Not at all. I was totally kidding. Matt Miller's the shit. But
I had a feeling you thought that. He is great. He is great. No,
but and then
R.I.P.
And then like I couldn't like I didn't tell anyone. Like I went to the hospital. I went to the ER from my office, still wearing my full suit. The doctor's like, "Have you been taking any drugs lately?" I said no, because like I was stupid enough to think that I was just gonna get in trouble in the hospital.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, well, we don't know what caused your seizure. Like we're just gonna attribute it to stress and exhaustion. But we recommend you go see a psychiatrist." So I did. And then I didn't tell him I was taking Xanax either.
Oh,
so I walked out of there with a goddamn Xanax prescription.
That's terrible.
I mean, it was
But
kind
you
of
got
a
fired
win,
from
but
work?
I didn't
Did
get
they fire
fired,
you?
but I ended up quitting a couple months
You
later.
didn't get fired?
No, because
Was this another scam?
no.
That's not a real company. They would have fired you.
Dude, they
What did you do for the
fired
talent agency? Buy iTunes gift cards?
No.
Like, what were you gonna do? He's like, dude, and I wake up at work, people surrounding me, so you're just in the gift card section of Walmart with people surrounding you.
This job was not. It kind of. You know what? It kind of was a fucking scam. I'm not even joking, because I was getting paid $12 an hour to live in a fucking $1,600 a month apartment and just hemorrhaging my savings. A lot of which I had already lost in that
What were you
scam.
doing? What do you mean?
I was working for. I was like.
Why were you hemorrhaging your? Oh, because of
like I
your
couldn't
rent.
make enough to just like break
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
at
And
all
what did you
every
do for
month.
them?
I was an assistant for their literary department. Like my boss was an agent, with signing writers to TV shows and shit like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I did that for like a year, and then I left right, a couple months after the seizure happened, because I got a better gig. But goddamn, yeah,
It's pretty
fucking,
cool.
They prescribed me the drug.
How
I was getting
much-
on the street?
How much is Dean the type of guy to be like? I know you don't think I like rap. I know I don't look like.
How awful y'all's life is.
I know I
remembering how
don't look
great
like I
mine
like
was.
rap, but I'm telling you, I've heard that Mac Miller, that Eminem, they ain't half bad.
They ain't
Only
half
names
bad.
the white rappers. It's like that Eminem.
Are there
I
any
heard that
others?
8 Mile. That is
Oh,
not
man.
bad.
And you know what? Lil Dicky's pretty funny.
He's a good comedian. All I can.
I like this G-Eazy fella, his friends though. Boy, oh boy, I tell you what.
That's
I-
Boy,
great.
I'll
change the
tell you, if I
scenery.
tell you, you forgot the when you say what, you got to say what.
What?
I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
What.
But
You know what? You know what word I read on Black Twitter and just said I mouthed it over and over and over.
Wow.
That's not even a racist. That's just
very
literally
common
a
term.
factual
It's a
thing that
very
I did
notable
today.
I feel like every once in a while, if I just say wow,
I know he is trying.
I'll hit a winner.
He always tries to do
This
these
one's going
deflections that
so
just don't
fucking
work.
downhill for me.
No. This
It's
is
just
great
gotten to
though.
the point where I say wow.
I was reading the word because I've heard it a million times. I never just read it spelled out. Talmbout.
Talmbout.
Like yeah, and she was talking about,
I'm talking
and I
about.
just started saying it over and over again. I was like, yeah, dude, fuck using all these extra syllables. Like if you hear somebody from like deep Tennessee or like fuck, it doesn't even have to be that
East
deep. Just like
Texas.
in Memphis, right? Sure, East Texas, wherever.
East Texas.
But it sounds uneducated, but it's like
Texas.
it is smarter. The time savings, dude. They
It
value
is.
their time.
We do.
for sure.
That's
They
why
need
we-
that time to. They need that time.
What'd
to
you
invent
did
and
you?
Shit.
Yeah. But no, I'm talking about black slang, not your slang.
Gotcha.
See, but what's the like if you listen?
Because no, you
to,
could no.
I
Because here's why.
misunderstood.
You guys might shorten it.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
No, you shorten it, but then
Easy.
you also lose more time because even though you shorten it by coming up, you lose syllables and stuff. Say talking about. Then you also come up with these really long, elaborate things where you're like, well, I tell you what, man, it was scarier than a hickory tree with the marshmallow roasting on the top of it and the canary singing. And it's like, okay, cool. You should have just said it was scary.
Well, that's
So you
scary.
also lose a lot of time there.
There's a difference between the
black guys don't do that.
tree.
I think that was
And
one
a
of his
canary
church
singing and a
hymns
roasting.
growing up.
Oh, the hickory tree has
Got
a
something hanging off of
marshmallow
it.
That's got a mockingbird.
Let's hang
in
something
its
off
branch.
of it.
God,
Is that
it's
the
you
song?
that's adding that. I don't want people to think
I thought you
that's
were.
coming out of my words. No, you knew what I was saying, and you keep adding that,
I was just guessing at where it was going.
and that's what Italians do.
I
So,
was just guessing at where it was
That is
going.
great.
I see a hickory tree.
How'd you end up?
It
in
looks a
Austin?
little naked. Let's give it a friend.
the mockingbird is with a friend that it needs.
Wait, so how'd you end up in Austin?
My company moved here.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Enough about him.
Yeah.
Oh, our guest on the show.
Dude, this is last week.
Yeah,
he would be
that's
talking.
enough of the guest on
He
the
would be
show.
talking, and I'd be like, I would wait, and I would ask him. I'd be like,
He
hey
would ask me
man,
questions.
so you moved to Austin. How did you? Why did your company move down to Austin?
There weren't even questions I wanted to answer, but he would like make it serious. He'd be like, okay, let me ask you this, and then he would like get up to go fart or something. Like, he would
I
just
do this.
interrupt.
I do this.
He's a bad host. You're a
It's-
better host.
I appreciate
You're a
that.
better
And
host
I
than
know that.
Yeah.
And he's on TikTok.
I sent you 365 snaps.
Wait, what? Oh,
What do
sorry.
you do? What is that?
I was watching TikTok because it was more interesting.
Okay. Wow. That's I'm sitting here trying to fucking make
Dude, that looks so fucking shitty. Fuck your camera.
I sent that to Gina. It's
Oh
it's a
man,
nice
why'd you send
camera.
that to Gina?
Why does
I
it
don't know.
matter?
Tracy's in the background looking tight.
Fucking dope, bro.
When are you doing the next Hate by Candlelight? Like
I don't know. They haven't given me someone to fight.
Oh, you don't know who you're going. I thought you were going up.
Dean's writing something. He's right. You can write.
I thought you were going up against Gina.
Gina, I can. Yeah,
I
I'll do
thought
it.
that was the deal. Because I'd like to see that shit. Maybe what are y'all doing now?
I just did like a third grade thing.
All that. You want to know what he wrote in the
Yeah,
group
I
chat? Dude, Dean is so cool.
They'll have no idea that was
Dude,
me.
Dean is so cool. Dude, talk about sentences that have never been said, huh?
Oh,
That's pretty crazy.
bro.
Nobody has ever said Dean is so cool.
Nobody's asking you. Fucking. Ugh.
Get at him.
No, I'm okay.
Bring the heat.
I wish I had something.
Bring the heat.
I know. You'll just think on it.
I will.
Yeah,
I might.
Think on it.
Yeah. Why did you move to Austin?
He just said.
Bro.
His company moved here.
Oh, that's fucking boring. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
remember it. So, yeah.
Do you like the day job?
I do. Yeah.
What do you do?
We talked about this last time.
I really should have been there. I can't believe I missed that. It seems like
It was
You know
so
why?
much fun.
Because
It was so much fun.
He brings whiskey, right? And he goes like, "Oh, kind of cool, like podcasting, like loosen up. I'll have a glass of
Yeah,
whiskey."
for
But then
sure.
he's just like,
right.
"So, Spencer, tell me about." He's got whiskey spilling out of his beard. It's like, dude, we're not supposed to get blacked out. He fucking doesn't remember the whole podcast.
You told me that you work for the whip guy at the diamond mines in South America.
Dude.
I said that I dealt with mines and I dealt with insurrection at
Okay.
the diamond mines. Yeah, so you
Insurrection.
do remember.
Inception, yeah.
Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really should have been there because it seems like things really slipped through the cracks.
You really should have.
We had a good time though.
It was your fault. We had a blast,
we had a
didn't
good-
we?
a
We
good
picked up
dinner.
some. We didn't pick up chicks. We hollered at some honeys
They wanted to chill.
They wanted to
They
chill.
paid their tab and
Uh-huh.
then they just hung around. Just
Wait,
for like
y'all-
another hour
Dean.
Y'all
talking.
do this y'all do a thing at a bar?
No, but
No.
we went to a bar after and had a drink.
It's on the
and had
square,
a
so there's
meal.
like 4 or 5 bars.
Dude, and
so
then we
went to
shared a
couple.
nice meal.
We shared a
That was
delicious meal.
fucking so good.
Yes,
What'd y'all do? Where'd y'all go?
we went to.
He's FOMO.
yeah.
FOMO, dude. Look at he changed his posture and everything. I mean, what'd you guys
What'd
go?
y'all do?
What'd you have?
Why? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was
Dude, hey.
cutting my foot up.
Parker, I'll tell you, we laughed. And
We laughed so
danced
hard and danced the night
ate
away.
And we talked to
and Dean
chicks.
just remembered none of it.
Yeah, well,
I didn't say I didn't remember any of it.
He actually, no, he did remember
Yeah.
the thing that I told him I do for a living,
That's good.
which was a lie, and I was nervous. I just wanted to
know,
impress
that's
him,
what I
so
said, yeah.
I said a racist thing
Yeah.
because I was like, I want to tell him
wanted
what he
to-
wants to hear.
I love
Jesus.
that. Yeah, you just want
He
to.
looked over it.
I didn't.
Oh, you saw it. You saw it. He was like, oh my God.
I love that.
Also, Dean's move before
They're
he starts
right here.
most of his sentences is, hey, real quick. Let me tell you.
That's how you know they're sketchy. So
Dean's studying.
anyway.
Anytime before Dean goes up on stage, he studies the audience for a while before he's like, can I even do my set?
I made fun of there was so
guess we're
I think the
going
worst
Mullet
thing.
Crocs.
Luckily, it's the Romo room, so
Yeah.
yes, you can.
So there was I don't know if y'all remember. I think one of the worst things I did right before it happened is I did that black guy joke, the one where, hey, How many wings does a black
What do we call a
rooster have?
summertime ornament? That one?
No. Why do we have how many wings does a black rooster have?
How many wings does a black rooster have?
Wings, yeah.
I don't know.
Have you never seen a chicken?
No.
A rooster. How many?
I understand the
wings does a
question.
black
I'm saying
rooster
I don't know the answer of how many wings. Oh, two.
Okay, there you go. How many legs does a black rooster have?
2.
How many eyes does a black rooster
2.
have? Okay. How many whiskers does a white kitten have?
6 if I'm drawing the picture.
No, it's 13, but I do find it weird that you know more about black cock than you do white pussy.
It's pretty good.
So I told that guy I told that joke to a guy in the
Did you
crowd.
make that up?
He was
Did you make
sitting
that up?
right there. It's my joke, bro.
Huh?
So he's sitting there right in the audience. No, it's definitely not my joke. It's just like a crowd work joke I like to do. And so
That's not yours. Yeah.
but it's not mine. No.
No, I know. He's like, no. Anyway, so it's just a closer I like to do. It's cigarettes. I just like.
Are we done? So I was doing it to the guy in the crowd, and
an old
the
Gary
reason it didn't
Shandling
make
bit I
sense,
like.
it didn't make sense.
I just want to run some old classics for you.
He's like, oh, I mean, no, it's not mine, but my set wasn't going very well. So
It was terrible.
I did some old Roseanne Barr material.
And so I did it to a guy, but it's like one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's cool. It's
okay.
fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
So I was doing it, and the guy in the front row, I was telling him, but his girlfriend was Asian,
Yeah.
and so like everybody else in the crowd laughed, but he was just like, "Yeah, I don't. She's Asian."
What?
And then just went back to his deal, and I was like,
And you just texted your boys and you said, "We got one.
"We got him,
We got one. I'm over here, old Olin Road."
Olin Road."
Whose joke is that?
It's not. It's like my dad told me that one.
Oh.
It's just like one of those jokes. It's like
Apple
it's like
doesn't
an
fall far
old-
from the tree, huh? Stealing.
Bunch of thieves. So, okay.
What was that?
2 minutos.
Peace.
2 minutes for what?
Till we're done.
Till we wrap.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Actually?
been 2 hours.
Wait, how long have we been going? That fucking flew, dude.
Dude, I
Wow.
know.
Jesus.
That's why we said
I bet not for you guys, but if you're talking.
it's been. I've laughed. I laughed at least twice.
All right, quick, dude. You got 90 seconds. You got to close it in a big way.
Oh my god! So I don't know if y'all know this, but I just your nipples are popping out of your shirt, dude. I can't fucking focus.
Wow. 90 seconds. That's what he does.
That was pretty
That's
good.
what you get for 90 seconds.
It's not my podcast. I'm not.
You didn't have someone else's joke in your back pocket?
Oh Jesus! It's just a fucking joke that's out there.
Come on now. You should have known. You tell that to a couple comics. We're going to fucking drag you out into the street.
One fucking time.
I mean,
Oh man.
come on. You know how that's going to go.
Oh yeah.
Dude, my Seinfeld
I don't.
material's
So hold
killing
on.
me.
I fucking hate. That's actually one of the comics that I do not like.
Wow.
I've never once heard a joke from him that's funny.
Well,
That's just
And I think it was
ridiculous.
super frustrating.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
just
super frustrating.
absurd.
So
I
that's
remember when I was
stupid,
a
right?
kid. I will end it like this. When
I've
I
never
was
seen a
kid-
Tom Brady pass that was completed. I don't. That's just me. That's just me. I don't
It's
know.
not honestly. I remember being like I was like 14.
All
or
right, is your
15,
shirt missing an
and I
ER
knew
on
that
each
the-
on each word?
It's pow pow
I know. That's
As
why.
a
Did the
gun.
ER fade?
as a
Oh.
pow pow as a gun.
Right, or as we
Spencer
call
Cavins.
the old neighborhood cleaner upper.
The old one, the old 1-2.
That's you might call that.
Neighborhood is that what you
The
call
street
it?
Anyways,
sweeper.
in
The street
closing,
sweeper.
in closing,
In closing.
you know, some people work hard. Some people are bricklayers, and some people are brick throwers. Okay, cool. Let's end it there.
Oh my god.
Let's end it there.
gotta
Thank
love
you
this.
for tuning in to Big
Smiles.
Smiles with Parker Benton, Dean Stanfield, and our co-host or our
The word you're
fucking
looking for is
guest,
guest. Yep.
our guest, fucking
Maybe I'll
ugly
maybe I'll
nose,
do like this, ins and outs.
ugly nose cat. Yeah, maybe do it. Yeah, go finish it out. Finish it out.
Hey, thank you guys so much for watching Big Smiles with my co-host Dean Stanfield and our special
Fucking
guest
co-host.
Spencer Cavins.
The main
I hope
host.
You join us next
The
week
host
on
with the
Big
mostest.
Smiles. There you go.
Well, it's Dean. He'll rest his head on a pillow made of concrete.